main course is over and we're ready for dessert. We're having a sorrel chutney cheesecake made with the Walkerswood sorrel chutney. How are we doing it, Christian?
Alright, so today we're doing it in a phyllo shell, which is a very thin pastry that you can get at any supermarket.
Okay, so I can just buy this at my regular place?
Oh yeah, man. And you just want to get it 4 layers thin and cut it into a square that fits into your muffin pan.
Okay.
And you just want to line it.
So we're doing cheesecake in a muffin pan?
Yeah. And then after you have them in here, you're going to mix together some eggs, or 1 egg, an equal amount of water.
1 egg, equal amount of water.
Yeah, create an egg wash and just kind of brush the edges. You want to get it nice and brown.
Christian, suppose I like a real cheesecake with like a lot of crust. I could add the layers to my, or if I don't like crust, I could add the layers based on my choosing.
Well, I would recommend that you use no less than 4.
No less than 4.
But the more you go is like, this is a really different kind of pastry. And if you go like with 3 or you go with 2, it's going to be really thin. And if you go extra thick, it's going to be very papery.
Oh, okay. So stick to the 4.
I would say stick to the 4.
Okay.
But I mean, you can mess around with it. And I'm sure the different brands of phyllo have like a different, just, you know, based on what I was taught, like 4 is the best way to go. All right. And then this goes into the oven. Okay. So in the meantime, we're going to make our filling.
How long is this in the oven?
About 20 minutes until it starts to get really brown.
20 minutes, okay. On what temperature?
350.
350, gotcha. Our crust is in the oven and we're ready for the Walkerswood chutney magic. So how do we make the filling?
All right, so we're gonna have 2 cups of cream cheese.
2 cups cream cheese.
Which has been softened, clearly. I'm going to add this to the mixer with the whisk attachment on it. We're just going to soften this up. Then to this, you're going to add 1 cup of sugar.
1 cup sugar?
Yeah.
Alright. Looking good.
And then you're going to add 2 eggs.
2 eggs. Alright. Nice.
And you just want this to blend until it's smooth.
And you beat the eggs before?
Yeah, well, you can beat them before or you can just throw them straight in because it's all going to get incorporated. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Gotcha.
Alright, so basically we're just going to wait until this is all smooth and refined.
Yeah.
And we're just going to pour it into our crustature in the oven.
Okay.
Alright, so that's been like about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
As you can see, it's completely smooth. All the edges have been in it.
Okay,
It's
so
like a nice smooth mixture. Alright, so we're going to pour our filling into our half-baked crust, which have started to get some color.
Okay.
You don't want to overfill it, you just want to make it get right up to a certain point.
So the crusts are about half baked right now?
Thereabouts.
Okay.
They've just started to get color.
Alright.
So pour in. Done.
When this factory was first designed, it was built around actually having a tour. So we used to have visitors come and be able to see the whole process. They would be introduced to Jamaican spices and seasonings and shown how to use a mortar and pestle to make it from scratch. And then walked you through our property to show you the actual ins and outs of how we produce it, from the farms bringing it right up to us washing the peppers and the scallion to them being crushed and finally tumbled in a kettle until they're filled, labeled and sealed and ready for your table.
So now that all of them are full, is this where the magic happens?
Yes, ma'am. You're just going to put a spoon of chutney on each one.
So 1 spoon on each one?
But a generous spoon, not a little spoon.
Generous,
Yeah,
okay.
Generous.
I feel like a real chef.
You have a long way to go. You have a long way to go.
I'm ready.
Alright, and then this just goes back into the oven.
All right, so we have our cheesecake in the fridge. It's setting so we can taste the sorrel mixture in it in a few minutes. I like how it look.
And Crystal, the fish.
It looks so nice. I'm loving it.
So in a few minutes, we're going to get to taste all of those delicious flavors and elements and heat brought to you courtesy of Walkerswood. But there is no way to talk about the brand without talking about the community. And you're from here. What is the most memorable part of being in this area for you?
It's just the scenery. It's just, I mean, like you said, it's a place is great. And even the property here, it's beautiful. You feel at peace. You feel like you're in true Jamaica. You know, like out of the hustle and bustle of town. It's like you forget about work, all of those things. And you're just at home, you're at peace, you're relaxed. Vacation.
Yo, the girl talking about our home, she talk about our yard. Now, we've introduced you to the flavor that is Walkerswood, but what you know about the community? Take a look at our feature.
Nestled in the hills of St. Anne, Jamaica, where the air can at times feel wintry, Walkerswood is a quaint and rustic farming community that harkens back to times past, where the people went about their business with a certain ease and charm that city dwellers might envy. Sitting adjacent to the districts of Priory and Goshen, Walkerswood was originally a part of the Bromley Estate and Pen, known for producing sugarcane and supplying meat from livestock for the surrounding area. The Bromley Estate was established in the early 1700s, but came to prominence in the 1850s when it was acquired by noted Scottish doctor John Pringle, who was to become one of the largest landowners in Jamaica. Overlooking the property sits the Bromley Great House, known for its wraparound verandas and sash windows for cooling in the summer months. It was said to have been possible to see the paths, now the main roads, linking the north of the island to the south coast from the verandas. Today, the district of Walkerswood maintains its roots as a farming community producing delectable sun-kissed vegetables, herbs and spices, primarily pimento, Scotch bonnet peppers and ginger. Walkerswood Caribbean Foods, located in these very hills, produces its own condiments, sauces and marinades in the spirit of a cooperative community dating back to the 1930s. Local farmers are proud of the fact that their district is now synonymous with a world-renowned brand. It is said that Walkerswood Caribbean Foods is the first line of jerk condiments to be exported from Jamaica to the world and has become the preferred brand for professional and home chefs for over a quarter of a century.
So there we have a little history of Walkerswood, yes? When you hear the name next time, you'll think more than just spices and flavor, and a little bit about the people and the history behind the community. Now, I have a serious question for you, Sean. Why Walkerswood and not anywhere else in St. Anne?
Well, it was born here, so we don't want to leave here. This is where it was formed, this is where we are, this is the farms, this is the story. I said we loved it so much we put the name of the town on the
bottle.
Right.
My goodness. Well, you don't need a better reason than that. Talk about loyalty and translating love into good profits. I like it. I like it. Nyammings is going for a break. When we get back, we move into the final phase of our food preparation and our taste test. Soon come.